So for those of you who don't know, my name is Kate Baer. I'm the president and CEO of United Way. I have been with the organization for 4 years in this role and started as a loaned executive under Bill Weissert about 20 years ago at United Way. So I was here 2 years in my early 20s, and it was a remarkable time. Since then, I had the opportunity to lead 2 other nonprofits and work with hundreds of volunteers over that 20-year span. It has been remarkable to see how volunteers help nonprofits rise in ways that would just not otherwise be possible. So, as I welcome you here to Kohler's beautiful Grand Hall Ballroom, I can't wait to join together to recognize, again, amazing volunteerism. Volunteers are unsung heroes. They embody the spirit of generosity and compassion. They are the driving force behind countless initiatives, from feeding the hungry to mentoring the youth, protecting the environment, to providing comfort to those who are vulnerable. Their impact is immeasurable, and their humility knows no bounds. As we celebrate achievements, let us also reflect on the power of community and the ripple impact of kindness. Through acts of service, volunteers remind us that even the smallest gesture, just the smallest gesture of goodwill, can impact many and last a lifetime. So I want to take a moment to just give a round of applause for all of the nominees here today and all of their hard work, and they're all winners. I was at the Rotary Citizen of the Year event last night in our community, honoring Liz Kroll, who's not here today, but I just looked around and said, I can't wait for tomorrow. I think we should just continue to have events that celebrate those who go above and beyond, those who give of their time, their hearts. It's remarkable, and just let's keep celebrating. So here we are. To help illuminate these inspirational volunteers and their work, I do want to take a moment to thank today's generous sponsors. Our gold sponsor, Sartori Cheese, silver sponsor, Kohler Company, Keith and Lindsey Robel, our bronze sponsor, Dulmes Decor, Signature Dental, and Suttner Accounting, and our partner sponsor, Collins State Bank. So let's give a round of applause for those who stepped up to support volunteers. I also want to add a special thank you to Kohler Company. Not only did they provide this beautiful space for us to celebrate, help us keep the ticket price low for all attendees, but they also paid for all the complimentary lunches to the Youth Volunteer Star nominees. A small token of gratitude for their work in the community, our incoming leaders. So let's give a round of applause. Okay, here we go. I'm almost done. A few more moments of gratitude. Please help me in thanking these other dedicated volunteers. First, board members of United Way. It is with your leadership that our local United Way, in many ways, the heart of the nonprofit sector, remains strong. So please, let's give a round of applause for my favorite volunteers. Many of them sitting among you today, and many past board members here as well. Also, our campaign co-chairs, Michael and Nikki Stayer-Suprick, leading with grace and purpose. These two have become guiding stars for this year's campaign. Nikki's here today, so thank you so much. Really, we've had a lot of fun. We have. And our Spirit Awards Committee, who may have the toughest job in this room, reviewing nominations is no small task. Every year they become stronger and deeper, and really, again, everyone's a winner, but this group, giving it up for all of you over at Table 1. You're going to hear them today. They're going to present the awards, so let's give a round of applause for our Spirit Awards members. Also listed, yes. Okay, so now I've been asked to do something super fun and cheesy, which is right up my alley, and you'll understand the cheesy in a second here. Before we get on to the awards, let's capture this incredible moment, and I want everyone to take out your phones, take a selfie with your table. I'll give a few minutes for us to do this, right? Be sure to tag United Way of Sheboygan County. Our link is there on Facebook. I'm just gonna do my own standing up here if you're wondering what I'm doing. Thank you, all of the smiles. I love it. So, speaking of cell phones, please make sure to have your cell phone ringer turned off after you tag us and post your picture. And I want to make a couple more notes before I pass on the microphone. The winner videos. So each award tonight will be presented with the assistance of a video created by SilverWater Productions. Thank you, Matt. Also new this year, we will be recording the entire ceremony today and have snippets of that. All videos will be posted after the event on our social media channels and YouTube, so you can share the good news online. Now, award winners. After the video is shown, we'll know who the winner is. We really do welcome you to come up and speak and say a few words, but only if you want. There's no pressure. I know you have some quotes in your lovely program, and I was going to add one off script. As Taylor Swift would say, promise to be dazzling. But also, you know, you don't have to promise to be dazzling. If you don't want to speak, you don't have to, but you all sparkle in my eyes. And again, as T. Swift says, the future is dazzling. So, just wanted to say, you'll be able to come on up and then take a picture. That way, of course. Thank you, Caitlin. Okay, to begin the awards, please welcome this lovely soul, friend, and Spirit Awards Committee member, where'd she, oh, she's coming. Oh, Marquita Norton. Be kind to Marquita because she doesn't do a lot of public speaking.
That's right, that's right.
We're a loving group.
As Katie kindly introduced me, my name is Marquita Norton. I closely work with the United Way campaign at Johnsonville. This is my first year on the Spirit Award Committee, and I couldn't be more honored to be here. What an exciting day. I'm so fortunate to present the Youth Volunteer Star Award. This category holds an incredible group of nominees. The individual nominator did not make the selection easy, as we heard about the passion and grit of the volunteers we are honoring. I am moved by the vision and the perseverance of the young people of Sheboygan County. Here are the nominees in this category. Please stand as your name is called. Audience, please hold your applause until the end. Emily Benversi, Howard Grove High. Claire Mickelson, North High. Olivia Monkowski, Plymouth High. Cheyenne Sturdivant, Sheboygan South High. As you guys can all read in your program, such an amazing work done by all the youth volunteers. And now for our first video of the morning, featuring the nominators of this year's winner of the Volunteer Star Award.
So I nominated Emily Benversi for this award. Emily's a senior at Howard Grove High School, and she was absolutely instrumental in our development of what's called a service day activity we did at Howard Grove High School prior to Christmas break. So what the service day looked like was ways to impact both our school environment, school building, but also out in the community itself. So it was a combination of different activities from our students that were out and about, which was reserved more for our juniors and seniors. So they were out at our middle school and elementary school helping with different activities within those school buildings. They visited our children's center, which is a daycare, as well as Harvest Homes, which is a retirement care facility, as well as we also had connections with the bell ringing through the Salvation Army. So with in-house, then again, it was a variety of different activities, from doing things for Project 8 Angel Hugs, Nourish Farms. We also did some in-house things in terms of organization within our school building. We worked with our theater department, helped with some set development. So again, the investment both in the school building, outside the school building. And our students, all 9th through 12th grade, were involved in some type of activity or event throughout that day. Just in terms of the immediate moment when students came back, and that second half of our school day that day, there was a lot of smiles, a lot of positive energies, and a lot of students, and sometimes the students you wouldn't expect, expressing how much they enjoyed that day and how it felt good to have that impact and to give back. That was the immediate response, as well as, again, discussion like, hey, Mr. Hess, are we going to do this again next year, from both students and staff, as well as the third part where it's had that positive impact, and that positive impact on my culture is the fact that I now have other students starting to come up with different ideas about, hey, here are things we can do, or hey, could we get involved with this for the community? So for Emily, again, this started back in September, October, where she came to me with the concept in mind. And when she was given the whole go-ahead to pursue this opportunity again, it led into the organization, the coordination, the communication in terms of the different events, the different activities for our students. And again, getting those aligned, and then from there it led deeper into who would be doing what. So coordinating who's going where, what students are assigned to what, as well as in terms of who's going to help supervise those different activities. So she was instrumental in the entire process. Probably the most impressive demonstration of student leadership I've seen in my 7 years as principal. What Emily brought to light here is the impact of having that service mindset, and the fact that she also demonstrated that you can have an idea that can be brought to light and have great results. And obviously a lot of work goes into that, but again, she helped to light that fire in others too, which has carried over since the event itself.
Well, hello, everyone. Congratulations again, Emily. We're so proud of you. I'm Sarah Spicer, VP over at Collins State Bank. I'm also a member of the Spirit Awards Committee and a sponsor of today's event. I'm pleased to be here to introduce the Group Volunteer of the Year Award, which honors a group of 2 or more people that volunteer together to make an impact on our community. Sheboygan County truly has wonderful people that collaborate to lift our community through volunteerism. As many have looked through the program today in amazement, please take a moment to share in our gratitude at the ability these people have to empower and enrich the community around them. Please stand as your group is called. Please hold your applause until the end. Sheboygan County Human Trafficking Task Force. Sheboygan Association for Home and Community Education. Mental Health America Lakeshore Support Group Facilitators. Great Marriages Mentor Couples. Uptown Social Garden Club. Vicki Villani, Carol Reinecking, volunteers at Project Angel Hugs. Acuity Claims Cares. Garrett Mersberger and Heather Mersberger from The Well. Rev Board Shop, EOS Surfs Kids Skate Camp. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Someone has a fan in the room. Thank you to all of these groups and their efforts. Now settle in as we hear who our winner is.
Mental Health America Lakeshore has been in our community for 71 years. This year we celebrate 71 years. And one of the unique programs that we offer is support groups for our community. And they meet in person, they meet online, sometimes there's a combination. Sometimes our support groups do events together. And in order to get involved with the support groups, you register through Mental Health America, and we help assist that. And sometimes we may not have a support group, but we will find one for you. These support groups are peer-led, which means individuals that have lived experience around an issue volunteer their time to support our communities. That individual has walked that path, understands what the steps are to get into a place that is well for that individual or family member.
We'd like to highlight our Thrive support group. Thrive is a support group for women who experience chronic pain, and Thrive really reaches out to those women. We know that chronic pain can be very isolating. Along with that can come anxiety and depression and some other mental, health issues that we want to just provide support for. And so we have built this program to be online so that it breaks those barriers of not being able to receive that support. We have a private Facebook group because it's online. And we have that private Facebook group so that we have support for all of the in-between times for everyone. And this individual had a fall and couldn't be present at our online meetings. And so the members of our group were able to provide her continued support and uplift her through her time of healing through this private Facebook group. This member messaged us and what she said was, "I miss everyone. The group really lifts me up. I think of them when I want to go to a happy place. Please tell everyone hello, and I'll see them in March." Then she sent a picture and said, "This is the message I heard each of you whispering to me. Dear friend, your existence is a really big deal. Don't give up. Love, a friend."
Congratulations to Mental Health America Lakeshore Support Group's facilitators. If you could come up and get your award.
On behalf of the MHA team and our support group facilitators, thank you for this award. It is an honor to stand here in the company of so many amazing volunteers, and we are just so grateful that we can provide hope and support to the members of our community. So thank you.
Congratulations again to Mental Health America. Hi, my name is Kirsten Coonan. I'm the Community Development Manager with Kohler Credit Union, and I serve on the Awards Advisory Committee, and we were the 2022 recipient of the award that I'm about to present. So I am pleased to be here today to introduce the Community Spirit Award, which honors an organization that has made a substantial impact in the community by encouraging the spirit of giving, promoting volunteer opportunities to their employees, engaging in volunteer activities, and providing paid time for employees to volunteer. We are so fortunate in Sheboygan County to have businesses that genuinely care about the community and encourage their employees to give back. Please stand as your organization is called. Audience, let's hold our applause until the end. The nominees in this category are Johnsonville Sausage and Kohler Company. Now let's hear about the winning company.
Johnsonville encourages and supports members in volunteerism through our service time off program. Service time off is 8 hours each year for the members, and instead of using paid time off to volunteer with their favorite charity, they get to use service time off. And this is a great time to develop relationships with other members and also support our community in a great way.
We work as a team, we win as a team. And that does not just mean at work. We do this throughout the community because we also realize without a strong community and support system, we will never win as a team at work. One of the key things the members at Johnsonville do is they put forth charities and events that they want to sponsor. They're allowed to have a certain amount of money that they can put towards that. So in addition to money, they put a ton of time in. So together, those two things can really make an impact in our community.
So our Love Your Neighbor team has started in the last year or so with members at Johnsonville actually saying like, hey, we want to find a way that we can support our family, our Johnsonville family, in hardships. We had a member who had a house fire, we had a member who was in a tragic accident, and also a member who was left paralyzed, and the members said, we want to help them.
We have members in the Philippines, we have members in Malaysia and Singapore that have had really hard times, or they've had communities that have gone through strife, whether it's a flood or a tornado. And not only do they rally, but the entire company rallies around this. So whether it's abroad or here, we see a lot of the same behavior, which is wonderful. One of the key components in our Johnsonville Way is our moral responsibility to develop our God-given talents. And through volunteerism, through the community, allowing our members to go out and develop their talents, but also share all the things that they know with the community. As I look to the future, and when somebody asks, what is the future of volunteerism? I think it continues the way it is. We continue to grow every year. People get excited, more and more people help. And the more people that help, the better the community becomes. So it's a cyclical piece. It will continue on. The organization will continue to support it. The family will continue to support it. And we can't wait to see what happens.
Congratulations, Johnsonville. Winner of the 2024 Community Spirit Award. Come on up.
Sure. Good afternoon, folks. Wow, this is it's an honor. It's also something personally I feel kind of embarrassed about. I'll talk about that in a second. But my name is Alex Castillo. I'm very, very privileged to coach human resources at Johnsonville. I'm here with my buddy TJ Franklin. It's an honor because it's not every day that I get to be in a room where we're literally recognizing people that help people. So thank you, United Way of Sheboygan. That is awesome. I work in human resources, and I get a lot of questions around, why'd you get into HR? Usually it's from my wife, and she's asking why I didn't do something else. But my response is very straightforward. It's because I like helping people, and consequently, that's why I'm at Johnsonville. And this is a testament to the 1,300 members that work at Johnsonville that make Sheboygan County their home. So thank you very much. TJ?
I would like to start off by saying thanks to the Stayer family. Everything is possible because of them for us. Muhammad Ali once said, service time to others is your rent paid for your room on earth. So it's just an honor to be in a room with like-minded individuals. Thank you.
I mentioned just one more thing. I mentioned I was embarrassed. It's because it's more a positive shame and the reality that when I come to these types of events and I read the pamphlet and I hear from Kate, I can do more. And my commitment this year is I'm planning to do more. I hope you guys join me in that. Thank you.
Congratulations again to Johnsonville. Hello, I'm Alec Bardley. I'm the Director of Corporate Social Responsibility for Sargento Foods and a longtime advisory committee for the Spirit Award member. It's really an honor to be here today to introduce the Outstanding Volunteer Board of Directors Award. It recognizes a nonprofit board that has shown exceptional leadership in driving a nonprofit organization. Honoring the expertise and perseverance of these individuals is a pleasure. Thank you for sharing your hearts and your time and your commitment in this really special way here. Please stand as your organization is called. Audience, let's hold our applause to the end. The nominees are Never Give Up Board, Lakeshore Community Health Care Board, Professional Women's Connection Sheboygan Chapter Board. If you would all stand, let's give them a round of applause here. So with eager anticipation, let's hear about the winning board of directors.
We nominated Professional Women's Connections Board of Directors for our Sheboygan chapter. We are a group of women locally here that meets on a monthly basis that really works to inspire and mentor women within the community. For the work that we do is real predominant in mentoring and coaching women of all aspects of their career, starting out or if they're further along in them. And the board has really taken an active role, and they have made a commitment to improve the membership, improve the quality of our programming, and work with women in the community. We have our monthly meetings, and we always have a speaker that speaks to different topics that might be pertinent to our group. We use that as a learning opportunity and kind of as a workshop. During that time, we have a networking time where the women get to meet and talk and share their businesses and where they come from and look for referrals and how they can grow. It might be a mentoring. Someone might be looking for a mentor, and they can find those women within our group also. We have our different roles, so we have like our marketing, our treasurer, our vice president, but we put in co-positions to take those that are maybe have an interest but aren't quite sure or don't have the skills or the talent yet, so we pair them up and we do a co-position, and that has worked real well for us. It also prepares us for a succession plan down the road when their term is up, but then it also gives them the experience and exposes them to what's involved in that. So really it's the camaraderie. They come together monthly, they get to see, they start to make friends, right, connections, and then also to help them personally and professionally and feed off of each other for different aspects of what they need from that. The members that have been long-term members, as we call them, or seasoned, they have mentioned that they really enjoy. They look forward to that once a month to come and see their friends, their group, their professional women. It's kind of like their outlet. It's the hour and a half away from the office to have lunch, socialize, maybe pick up a couple tips and hints from the speaker that day, but then also to share what's going on amongst their peer groups at their tables that day. The group is very empowering. They empower each other. They empower everyone to be the best they can be. They help find your strengths, your weaknesses, how to overcome them, how to become better.
So, congratulations, Professional Women's Connection Board of Sheboygan Chapter, winner of the 2024 Outstanding Volunteer Board of Directors. I think the board president, Rebecca, has a couple words.
Thank you. It's quite an honor to be awarded the award this year, and today we have our board of directors with us at our table that make us all possible for this organization. So thank you very much.
Congratulations again. My name is Johanna Wenig. I serve at St. Nicholas Hospital here in Sheboygan, and it is my pleasure to be here today to introduce the Volunteer of the Year Award. This award honors a volunteer that embodies the spirit of giving. The advisory committee felt the deep admiration for these volunteers within the nomination submissions this year. Some of the phrases we heard were giving 100%, countless hours, serving in a variety of positions. This all showcases their commitment to giving back. I have a joy to read a very long list of individuals. Each name on this list is deserving of this award and recognition, and it was impossibly hard to narrow this down. So please hold your applause as I go through this list, and congratulations to all the nominees. Nominees in this category are Angie Matzdorf, Anjanette Pond and Kate Miller, Michael Finney, Nicole Brown, Anna Guccio, Abby Weber, Anjanette Pond, Mary Sands, Nancy Rentmeester, Carol Witt, Doreen Solkowski, Joe Cruz, Sherry and Sedona Kaminsky, Sandy Gibson, and Francie Feeney. Please give a round of applause. As we look at this next video, we find a volunteer with a heart of resilience, fortitude, and encouragement. Elevating others through their work, this year's winner makes a unique difference in Sheboygan County. Let's watch this video.
So I am here today because we get the honor of recognizing one of our most precious volunteers through the United Way as Volunteer of the Year. This is someone who's just been a tremendous asset to our community, and I just can't say enough good things about her. Our volunteer is Carol Witt, and I hear her name in almost every conversation that we have about volunteers. So Carol fills many roles with our organization. She visits patients on a regular basis. She is part of our No One Dies Alone program, which often means she's sitting with individuals at the end of their lives in the middle of the night. And she does all of this with such a humble level of grace and gratitude. And I don't think there's been anything our team has asked of her that she's not done. She's just a joy. Everything she does with this great heart of generosity. So one of Carol's maybe unsung abilities is her connection that she has with not just the patients she sees, but the families and also other volunteers. I mean, she's often asked to be kind of a lead or training volunteer for new people coming into our organization, and she works with them until they're comfortable in their role. And so not only do I hear from my colleagues what a great contribution she is, and I hear it from patients and patients' families what a great contribution she is, but I hear it from other volunteers too. Like, her service just doesn't stop. Often we see volunteer applications come in, and Carol's name is listed as a reference. So not only is she serving patients and families and other volunteers, she's a recruiter as well. And I think when someone has that type of effect, that ripple goes throughout our community and allows us to serve even more people in bigger and better ways. She's just a tremendous asset. She's able to forge this incredible connection and build friendships just very easily, very naturally. She truly has a gift for interacting with other people. Truly believe that her ability to make those connections and friendships is what sets her apart from so many other people.
Congratulations, Carol. Would you like to share a few words?
Well, that was really special, and thank you so much, and thank you, United Way, for taking time to recognize people that are out there in the world, in the community, being with other people and giving their time and their love to other people and the commitments they make. I truly feel blessed to be able to be a volunteer for Sharon Richardson Hospice. I have a wonderful leadership. Our volunteer coordinators are wonderful people, always there to give you some advice and answer some of your questions. I truly love every person that I have been able to serve and be with, and each family. It is such an honor for me to be available to them and to be there at a time that can be difficult, but also to give comfort and to be a friend and to be a good listener. It's really an honor to be able to be out there with other people and to be there for other people. So thank you very much.
Congrats again, Carol. Hello, my name is Angie Shalinsky. I'm the executive assistant at Sartori Company. Sartori has a long standing with United Way. We recently, my most memorable part of being part of United Way was the Day of Caring last fall. We did a project at Bookworm Gardens, and I have one of my cohorts that helped me with that day, and he did an amazing job, and it was a lot of fun. I know that it takes a lot of hard work, to be a volunteer. It's taking your own personal time away from your family. But what I read here for these next two individuals for the Lifetime Achievement Award speaks volumes. So it's time to honor the significant member of our community. I am pleased to be here to introduce the Lifetime Achievement Award. If I could ask the nominees to please stand when I announce your name so we may recognize you for your amazing contributions. The nominees in this category are Dennis Ketterman and Marlon Meinert. This award is given to an individual who has exhibited a lifelong commitment to volunteerism and community stewardship. This individual has been an example of purpose, patience, and perseverance. Working decades upon decades, this nominee has impacted countless groups and individuals with their unwavering heart of service. Let's take a few moments to hear more about this year's Lifetime Achievement Award recipient.
Dennis has just been a long-term volunteer and advocate for the organization in so many aspects. Dennis has sat on the board, served as board president, board secretary. He has served on committees. He is a regular volunteer in the Restore still, taking on the flooring and tile department and really owning that. And then he has ridden in an event for more than 20 years, raising funds for our affiliate to almost $100,000. A great example of Dennis in action is his involvement in the Gateway project. This is probably our flagship home buyer project in the city of Sheboygan. One full block on Erie Avenue. The block was in a serious shambles before the city took over. The city razed all of the buildings that were there, so Habitat acquired the land and then undertook building 6 homes. Dennis was integral in this project. He was the one who was the force of nature behind it, working with the city, that partnership, and then with the last 2 builds, helping secure funding to make it happen.
One of Dennis's qualities is that he was a special education teacher in Sheboygan Area School District for 30 years. And that kind soul, that caring person has carried through his entire volunteer career with Habitat and our community. And our mission is to put God's love into action, to bring people together to build homes and community and hope. And he puts that into action every day that he is at Habitat. And it's just how kind he is and how down to earth, how he cares about people in our community. And he's just fun. He's fun to talk to. He'll come into our office and just ask how we're doing. I'll come to him and I'll say, hey Dennis, I'm having a hard day, and he'll give me reasons why we do what we do and why it's important to work for Habitat and for our community.
You don't volunteer to get this? But it's an amazing honor. I'd like to thank Lisa and Caitlin for putting together today's program. And I sit out there and I look at all the people out there who are on this list of volunteers and the ones that aren't on this list that also do great things. It's an amazing thing, the reason for volunteering. 3 of the things that I think about when I volunteer is community, common sense, and kindness. Luckily for me, a lot of my volunteer work is not just with me. I get the opportunity to work with countless numbers of other great people. For example, at Lightfoot School, I was a teacher there, Tom O'Brien, an absolutely amazing teacher, convinced me that it was time we started a Boy Scout and Cub Pack for those special needs kids that otherwise couldn't do that. Think about how that began to change their lives. When we look at community and common sense and kindness, I also have to thank my wife, who, if everybody knows Joan, she was an epitome of community kindness and common sense. I was also a baseball coach for many years. Of course, that was with my son. But still, I also then coached a friend of mine who wasn't great at knowing how to coach softball, so I worked with her team for 3 years, and also a second grade team for another year. I've been a Lions member since 1978. Man, the things the Lions do. Community of the city, the state, the country, and the world. We have over 200 clubs and over 2 million people in the world doing service of all different varieties. In Sheboygan alone, we give a scholarship from North and South High kids. We built ramps. We have sponsored the playground at the Above and Beyond Museum. We also sponsor things at Bookworm Gardens. On the state, we sponsor the Lions Eye Bank. We actually started that eye bank where last year over 1,600 people were given eyes, 800 in the state and over 700 more out of state and around the world. We are the only service organization to have been nominated by Jimmy Carter for a Nobel Peace Prize. And I get to be a part of all those millions of people doing the great things that they do. And then, of course, there's Habitat for Humanity. We talked about the Gateway Project. The number of people involved with that, unbelievable, that helped us put that together. And there's nothing better. Woo, nothing better. Than handing over that set of keys for a family that had lived in an apartment that wasn't worth living in, with sons sleeping in the hallway because there was no room. And now they have a home with their own bedroom. Think of that. And then our Rock the Block program, again, United Way, with the Day of Caring, sends hundreds of people to help us rock the block. We service whole community areas of fixing up neighborhoods. And I'm just a small part of that. But it's so cool to be doing all those things that I get to work with people. My paper, no wonder I couldn't remember what I was saying. Then the Habitat, also the Rock the Block and the home building, and just that whole restore. Everybody been to the restore? Come on, let's see. Everybody raise their hands. All right. When we bought that building, we did not realize the amount of work it would take to get that building going. We bought that in July of 2011. What are we going to do for volunteers? My wife says to me, contact the detention center. They've got people that'd be willing to work. And I thought, I don't know, I'm a little nervous about that. So I did. We ended up having amazing volunteers, 5 or 6 people a day coming to our restore from August to the middle of January. 4,200 hours of work they gave us to get that store in shape. You know, it's not just me, it's all of us together that do those great things. All these communities each of you belong in, that you do great things. How much more can you say than 2 more, and I think I'm done. My church group, I was a confirmation sponsor. I taught confirmation classes. I was a CCD teacher. I played my guitar and conga drums in the folk group at St. Pete's for 30 years. I was also on the board of directors working with a consortium between the 3 churches, between St. Pete's, IC, and St. Cyril's. But it wasn't just me. I got to work with many, many wonderful people. And the last one, Jack and Karen Egan, right here from Kohler, Wisconsin, started a group right after Katrina called SASPOP, Sheboygan Area Sister Parish Outreach Program. And that was to work with helping people after Katrina. We had, for 10 years, 2 fundraisers a year. We sent them over $40,000, and we also had enough money to send 9 to 15 of us down to New Orleans to work for a week. Again, all these amazing people that deserve this award. So, when you look at the communities you're in, whether it's family, whether it's work, whether it's the people you vote for, whether it's the nonprofits you work for, churches, whatever your small communities, remember you are a part of a nice community and family. So remember those words: community, common sense, and kindness will get us everywhere. Thank you.
Sweet Dennis, you got to get your picture taken. Holy moly, how am I supposed to speak after that? Oh, I need like a box of Kleenexes. Oh, wow, what a guy, huh? All right, so, what a day. What an incredible day. I am absolutely swept away by everyone in this room, all of the examples, everything we highlighted today. And you know, like Dennis said, look who's in this room. With all of you, oh no, sorry. Gosh darn it, Dennis. But we truly move mountains, you know, with all of our hearts and the abilities we have in this room, and we all know somebody that's not here, right? So we got bigger this year with the friends that came this time, and I think we're going to be bigger next year, aren't we? Yeah, let's hear, because we're going to be bigger. As you saw, everyone had gotten an award. I wanted you to know what each of those plaques said. And this was something that we really took time to look at the wording and to try to honor those that won. And it says, "Successful is the person who leaves the world a better place than they found it, who never fails to look for the best in others and gives the best of themselves." We truly saw that today with all of the nominees. And when you look around this room, we've seen the videos, we've read the examples, we feel that fullness in our hearts. Creative, innovative, empowered. We stand here today knowing that we are in this together. So thank you to all of those that nominated someone. Your voice is so incredibly important. And whether you received an award or not, please know that we see you. And what you do is so important to our lives, to the community, everyone around us. Congratulations to all the nominees and winners recognized today in giving of their time and of their talents. Every volunteer spreads kindness, helps further the mission of local nonprofits, and makes our community even better. Let's recognize all the nominees and award winners one last time. At this time, I would like all of the award winners to come up for one great big picture. And I want to thank everyone for coming today and attending our celebration. It truly just exemplifies the culture of Sheboygan County. Thank you. This concludes our ceremony today.